Okay, let's go through the directions here of starting with day one. We're going to be doing 5 days of researching stocks and building a portfolio. And at the end of the week, we're going to see who has the highest amount in their portfolio. So here we go. You will be creating a portfolio based on this article's recommendations. So instead of going, hey, every stock in the world, let's go take a peek at it, I'm having us focus in on the fact that many research agencies do the work for us. So let's just look at one, see if we like it. I purposely chose one called Fool.com. Like, are there good resources, bad resources? Do we like this one, etc.? I'm also including a link called IPO Calendar. This shows that starting tomorrow, December 7th, and then Wednesday and Thursday, there are going to be some IPO releases. So we're going to learn today what is an IPO and should I buy those starting tomorrow. We're also going to talk about cryptocurrency this chapter or this week. And then here's a little additional read article for cryptocurrency. Finally, there's a short video that I'm going to ask that you watch in class. It's like 3 minutes long. And there's going to be some key vocabulary that comes up in that video. So on your own time, if you're doing this from home, please watch this and then realize that there's lots and lots of aspects of researching a stock before you purchase it or investing in a company. So what should we be thinking about in terms of that company before we actually invest in it? And here we go with the actual directions for today. Today is day one, Monday, of this stock market week. Fill out the 4 columns below from the stocks and cryptocurrency of your choice. There's also going to be IPO purchase availability starting tomorrow. Choose at least 5 to 7 stocks from the article list above to invest in after reading about each stock recommendation, as well as having the option to purchase cryptocurrency. Write in the stock symbol, the number of shares you're going to purchase, then find the closing price of that stock for your starting day. And technically, we're just going to, in class, look at the price that the stock is trading for, and we're going to call that our purchase price. Like, it's changing every second, you guys. So during our class, we're going to have somebody look up each one, and that's going to be our price starting point. Okay. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there's going to be some IPOs for you to choose from. Remember to save some cash if you plan to purchase. Otherwise, tomorrow you're going to have to sell something first to buy. So we have $25,000 to work with. If you spend all $25,000 today, then tomorrow, before you purchase something, you're going to have to sell in order to free up some cash and then purchase. Okay, so let's go up to the article and see what our choices of stocks are just for this week. Okay, top 21 stocks to buy in 2021. And it also mentions the one ultimate stock. Before we get to the stocks you're here for, let's acknowledge 2 things. Choosing the best stocks to buy today depends heavily on your personal financial situation. To get a feel for where you stand, read this guide. So let's go click on it. If you have no idea about stocks and you're interested, please feel free to read through this article. Scroll through. It's not that long, just on your own time as another interesting read to get you acclimated. Okay, back to the article though. Let's look at the 10 we're choosing from. Okay, so each of these stocks are your choices, and there are 21 choices that you can choose from. So let's say in looking at this list, right now you're like, iRobot, Upwork, Fiverr, Redfin, I've heard of that one before. I want to try that one. So to click and see, this RDFN is called the stock symbol for this company. And so we're going to click on that to see what is Redfin trading at right now. And Redfin is currently up 0.75 for the day, and it's trading at 39.07. So again, this is a demo video, and I'm going to pick some stocks right now. For you to get credit on this assignment, your portfolio needs to be different than mine. Get what I'm saying? So if you go ahead and just copy my key and turn it in, you will get nothing. Please make sure you are definitely changing up your portfolio from me. Okay, so Redfin is RDFN for the stock symbol, and the number of shares I'm going to buy is still yet to be determined, and the price that I just looked up is $39.07. So I want some Redfin stock, and that's going to be at $39.07. Now, in class, we're going to be talking about why should I even purchase a stock. We're going to look at the Redfin background. We're going to look at a lot of different aspects of it to see if you think you should purchase it. But in the meantime, let's say that you chose it, and now we're going to need to decide on number of shares. We have $25,000. So if I choose 100 shares, I'm then going to take this 100, multiply it by the 3907, and we're going to get 3907. Because when you multiply by 100, it just moves it 2 decimal places. Let's make these all 18 and bold and centered. Okay, so far I have spent $3,907. Let's keep shopping. Let's say that in class and with research, you listen to the scenario about Teladoc Health. And so you click on that one, you see that it's trading for $92. And that's TDOC, TDOC is the stock symbol. So TDOC is trading for $92.90. And so if I buy 10 of those, I'm going to be spending $929. You're going to multiply the second column times the third column to get this amount on the right. Then you multiply this times this to get the column on the right. Notice I'm just kind of choosing easy numbers like 10 and 100 so that I can multiply more easily in my head. You can use a calculator if you buy another type. Okay, Roku. Let's go buy some Roku. Ooh, $206 a pop per share. That's a lot. ROKU. I'm only going to buy 5 shares of it. No, I'll do 10 just to make the numbers easy. And so that's going to be 2060.10. Okay, remember that the directions is to buy 5 to 7 stocks to spend your $25,000, or you don't have to spend it all. You can save some for the next day. Okay, I'm going to go down here to Disney. Disney is $149.88 per share. DIS is the stock symbol. I'm going to buy 10 of these. And that makes it 149.80. Sorry, 1498.80. And let's just kind of go do a quick calculation here. This is like $4 grand, $5 grand, 6, 7, 8. Like we're almost up to $9,000. So let's keep spending. Our goal right now is to see who's going to have the most money by Friday. So we're thinking what will increase by Friday. Okay, Amazon, here comes the rest of my money. $3,000 per share. Yikes. I'm not buying any Amazon. That's too expensive for me. Okay, let's go back up and let's look at, I don't know, Pinterest. We'll pick Pinterest. Pinterest is a stock symbol of PINS. And let's say that I'm going to buy 100 of these at $36.52. And so that's going to make sure that I spent $36.52. All right, so I hit the minimum of 5. I hope you spend more than that. Your minimum is 5 to 7. And now your job is to total up your entire portfolio for the day and see how much you spent so that you know how much is left over for tomorrow. So that means you're going to be totaling up this column. Oops, sorry guys. This column right here on the right. And I'm going to put, I'm going to put a total thing like this, and then we're going to add this up. So grab a calculator and add yours up. You should have different stocks and different share amounts than me, okay? Okay, so grabbing my calculator and adding this up, I'm going 3907 plus 929 plus 2060 plus, 0.10 plus 1498.8 plus 3652. And so this means that I only spent about half my portfolio of $12,000, 046.90. About half of my 25,000. So I want you to picture some students in this week challenge are going to spend the entire 25,000 the first day to invest. Some students are going to spend a minimal of the 50% to invest. Like, we're all different. We're all going to make different choices. And at the end of the week, we're going to see which of those choices paid off. Sorry, I'm trying to delete these two rows. Let's see if it'll let me do it right here. Okay, delete row. There we go, because we don't need them. So again, your job is to buy a minimum of 5 to 7 stocks, multiply the number of shares times the price. This price is going to be determined, determined in each class period for each day. And so we're all going to, because this number really is changing every second of every day. So we're all just going to look it up during class, and that's going to be our price point so that we're all kind of on an even playing field. And then you're going to multiply these two columns together to get a total and then sum them up on the right. And there's my total portfolio for the day. Now, starting tomorrow, we're going to start with that balance, 12,000 spent, and then we still have an available credit. What is that available credit? Let's go calculate it. That's going to be 25,000 minus 12,046.90 that we spent. So let's grab my calculator and subtract that. That says I have 12,953.10 cents still left to spend. Starting tomorrow, that's free up cash. Okay. Now, the reason I want to spend a little bit more time here on this thing called IPO is because starting tomorrow, you're going to be possible for you to purchase these IPOs. So what is an IPO? I want you to look that up. When a private company first sells stocks or shares of stock to the public, this process is known as an initial public offering. It means that the company's ownership is transitioning from private to public. For that reason, the IPO process is referred to as going public. So go ahead and put in your definition in here. And then I want you to think about, is it a good idea to purchase IPOs? You shouldn't invest in an IPO just because it's getting a positive attention. Extreme valuations imply the risk and reward. So keep in mind that we don't just blindly buy it because it's an IPO. You're going to want to do your research on the company. Again, stuff that we'll be talking about in class today. So I'm going to leave those two things here as our definition of IPO. And then the following stock IPOs are happening this week. Tomorrow, you're going to have a choice to purchase DAOO. So I want you to go research. Should I buy DA? I don't know if that's 00 or 00. Ooh, here's another article. NerdWallet. I like this article. And so let's see if it talks about, oh, this is a really good article in general. What is an IPO? How do I invest in one? etc. So anyways, in class, we're going to be looking up these different IPOs and seeing what we think of them and seeing if we should purchase them. And so down here in class, we're going to be talking about what we learned. Type what you find about this company in this box about this investment. Type what you find about this company. Type what you find about this company. Type what you find about this company, okay? And then that's your day one stuff to turn in. Tomorrow we're going to come in, see how your portfolio is doing, and purchase some more stuff, okay? Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.